Hi, I'm Billy Cioffredi, the founder of Cioffredi & Associates and the Institute for Health and Human Performance. It's a pleasure to be able to share with you these exercises that complement our program, Hiking for Health, Finding Your Path. The program is divided into three component parts: flexibility, strength, and balance. Flexibility involves maintaining or increasing the suppleness or the length of muscles.
Torso, lying on your back with your hips and knees flexed, arms extended out to the sides. Draw your knees straight over to one side while keeping your shoulders flat on the floor. Take a deep breath in, and while you exhale, allow your chest and thorax to relax and rotate a little farther on each successive breath. Torso alternative, sitting in a chair. Rotate your torso in one direction while keeping the knees pointed straight forward. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, encourage your torso to rotate a little farther. Hip rotators. Lying on your back, hips and knees flexed. Grasp one knee, pointing your thigh directly towards the ceiling. Grasp your ankle and pull it towards you, specifically to rotate the thigh bone only. This takes up the muscle slack in the area of the hip. From there, pull your ankle and knee towards your chest while maintaining this original angle. Hold this position for a minimum of 20 seconds. If you feel any give in the tissue, take up the slack gently. Repeat each leg 3 times. Hip rotators alternative, pigeon pose. From hands and knees position, move one ankle up so it is directly in front of the opposite knee. Now, slide your leg back until a steady stretch is felt in the hip that is flexed up. Hold this position for a minimum of 20 seconds. If you feel any give in the tissue, take up the slack gently. Repeat each leg 3 times. Hip flexor stretch. Get down on one knee. Use the wall or furniture to maintain your balance comfortably. Slide your foot out in front of you. Now, keeping your torso erect, lean forward until a stretch is felt in the front of the thigh that is now stretched back behind you. Hold this position for a minimum of 20 seconds. If you feel any give in the tissue, take up the slack gently. Repeat each leg 3 times. Hip flexor stretch alternative. Using the same stretch that starts on one knee. Once you lean forward, now extend the back knee so that it comes off of the floor. This creates a lunge-like movement. Groin stretch. With your feet a wide distance apart, shift your body weight over one foot while bending that knee. The opposite knee will be moving towards a fully straight position. Keep your torso vertical. Quadriceps. While standing, grasp the ankle of one foot, drawing your heel towards your butt. Try to keep your thigh vertical. Use your other hand to balance against the wall or a stable object. Hamstrings. Place one foot on a stair step or box in front of you, while keeping your back straight. Flex at the hips, bending forward until a stretch is felt on the leg that is on the stair. If you lack flexibility, you will be starting with that knee partially bent. If you are more flexible or have developed more flexibility, you will have that knee on the stair straight. Calf muscles. Start with one leg back behind you. Both knees are straight. The back foot will be aligned straight ahead, the heel down, and the ankle in the midline position. The stretch of the calf muscle occurs when you lean forward while keeping the back knee straight. but bending the front knee. It's essential that you keep the heel on the back leg down and the arch from collapsing towards the floor.
Strength is the ability of our muscles to develop power and to perform repeated movements. We oftentimes think of this as pure strength or endurance.
Abdominal progression level 1. If you are just starting out with torso strengthening, this is the easiest, safest starting point. Starting on your back with hips and knees bent, lower abdominals sucked in to maintain your lower back against the floor, smoothly lift one knee vertically, then lower it down slowly, alternating each leg. Alternating toe touching. Start on your back, both hips flexed to 90 degrees, and both knees comfortably flexed, while maintaining the activation of your lower abdominals and a flat lower back against the floor. Smoothly lower one foot down to touch the toes to the ground, then return to starting position, alternating legs. Supine leg thrust. Starting from the same position as the alternating toe touch, begin by extending one leg out, straightening that knee. Then return it back to the starting position. The exercise is made more difficult by extending the knee fully, and then by extending the leg closer to the ground. Plank position. The forward plank involves going into the push-up position, maintaining a straight line through the legs, hips, and back. The lower stomach muscles are activated to keep the lower back from arching. This can be made less challenging by starting from your knees. Sustaining this position for 30 seconds up to a minute is an example. This challenging exercise can be modified to address selective muscles on the side by supporting yourself on one elbow or outstretched arm. Bridging. Starting on your back with both knees bent, feet 4 to 6 inches apart. First, activate your lower abdominals to prevent your back from arching. Then lift your butt up off of the ground to a full, comfortable height, and then lower slowly. Making this exercise more difficult involves performing it on one leg only. However, you must be able to keep your pelvis parallel to the ground and without tilting in order to train your muscles correctly and not over-challenge weaker ones. Prone alternating leg lift. On your stomach, smoothly lift one thigh a few inches off of the ground while not arching your lower back. Return it smoothly. Then repeat to the opposite side. It's essential that the muscles in your butt initiate this movement and not the muscles in the back of the thigh. Many people will require a small pillow under their hips to help avoid arching their back. Thigh muscles. Double leg squats. Standing with your feet shoulder width apart. Flex at the hips and knees while keeping your back straight. Avoid driving your knees forward beyond the tips of your toes by sticking your butt out. Lunges. Standing with your feet shoulder width apart, step forward with one foot and allow the back knee to bend and the back heel to come off the ground. The front knee should not go beyond the toes. Without hesitating, smoothly step back to starting position. Then repeat with the opposite leg, alternating one leg and then the other. This exercise can be advanced by stepping in multiple different directions, including on a forward diagonal, off to the side, and even stepping back behind you. Each time, returning back to the starting position and then moving with the opposite leg. Calf. Strengthening the muscles in the calf is as simple as the exercise of rising up on the balls of your feet. Start this by using your hands against the wall for balance, going up on both feet at the same time, and lowering under control. The exercise is advanced by performing a succession of heel raises on one leg at a time.
Balance can be developed and improved at any age. Like any skill, it follows the rule use it or lose it. If over the winter we've been relatively inactive, or we've just been living a relatively sedentary lifestyle, our ability and skill with our balance will tend to diminish.
Single limb stance. Stand using one hand to assist your balance, using the wall or a piece of furniture. Then lift one leg to balance on one single limb. If you don't need your hand the entire time, stay close, and as you progress, use small movements to return your hand to support if needed. Once you can stand for 20 seconds with your body comfortably stable and with no hand support and arms at your sides, the exercise is advanced by beginning to add small body motions that challenge your ability to maintain balance. You can begin moving forward and backward, then lifting one leg out to the side or crossing your body. Finally, rotate your torso gently in one direction and then the other. This exercise can be greatly advanced and combined with the requirements of strength as well as balance by reaching for a target away from your body, then coming back to the starting position. This could be reaching for a chair out in front of you or then off towards the side. The ultimate challenge in this particular exercise is to pick up items from multiple locations on the floor and return to the upright position.
There are many exercises that address flexibility, strength, and balance. These are just a few fundamental exercises to address the specific needs that we use with hiking. So feel free to add your own favorites to this group. This concludes our program on the exercises in Hiking for Health. I hope you've enjoyed it, and for additional information, please visit our website, Cioffredi.com. Thank you.